Hello, this is Maria Kelly from Passion Fruit Paws and Peonies, and today I'm going to share my new toy with you, and it is the Dyson Airwrap Smooth and Control. And I haven't opened it yet and I haven't tried it yet, and I thought it'd be interesting to see how it works on hair like mine. As you can see, I've washed my hair, I haven't brushed it, it's dried a bit as I've been putting my makeup on, but it's naturally very fine. I've got quite a lot of it, it's very fine and it frizzes like crazy, and I damage it too much with all the heating products, so I've been looking for an alternative, and this is a real investment. I mean, Dyson is fantastic, I love the Hoover and I love the hairdryer, but it's £399, so it's a real investment. But it's because I'm really stuck in a rut. I don't want to heat my hair too much because it's breaking so much at the moment. At the same time, I really want a sleeker look and I want to curl it, and so I've just been doing a basic blow dry. So I'd really love to, you can see, look, I'm shedding here. So I'd really love to see how it works on hair like mine. You can go to the Dyson website, but you'll see it being done on hair like hers. Which is only so useful. I mean, it's great as a starting point, but you're not really going to see the true effect unless you see it on a normal woman. So let's give it a go and see what's inside. So as I say, there's two types. This is the Dyson Smooth and Control, and then there's another one for fuller looking hair. And it's a bit like when you pick a shampoo. It's like, why can't I have both? Why can't I have full, sleek hair? But you always have to make a choice, but don't get too hung up on it, because you'll see on this box here, and these are the bits I've picked. You get the basic, well, I'll show you in a minute, but you get the basic dryer and then you get the attachments, and you've got two choices to make. But I wouldn't worry too much because you can buy these separately anyway. So if you think, oh, I really wish I'd got that attachment to do the fuller hair, you can just buy it online, so no problem, just go on the Dyson website or wherever. So, very heavy box, beautiful quality box, so I quite like that. Let's have a look inside. Ooh, very nice. Gives you basic instructions. So, let's take the package off here. I'll show you inside the box. So there we have it, really nice and neat. So that's pretty cool. The trouble is, for an airplane journey, that's quite hefty. But there again, if you think about it, it's saving bringing a separate hairdryer. That's the hairdryer attachment then. So a separate hairdryer and then a separate curling tools. But maybe not in the box, maybe take it out the box. You've got two sizes here. So you've got, well, these are the 30mm size. And these are the 40mm size. There's two of those. And then you've got, this is what I'm going to use first to straighten my hair. Better get a move on because it's literally drying like a mad woman. And then you've got the actual blow dryer part itself. So let's put that there. Let's get this out of the way. Let's see what we've got. Lovely, lovely long wire, which is so useful, always useful. There's various attachments here, so you've got your off and your on. You've got your 3 heat settings, which is really important, and then you've got your 3 speed settings. So it's nice and simple. It's very light, and I guess this is where you clunk one of the tops on. I like a sound of a clunk, but it didn't. But never mind. That's firmly in, and then comes out. Yes, that's going nowhere. But that's all good, happy with that so far. So I think I need to plug this in and let's get cracking before I end up looking wild. Okay, so I'm going to use this attachment to start with, So this means that all in one, you've got the blow dryer coming out, the air coming out of the actual brush. So you don't need two things at the same time. Normally you've got two arms up. It'd be interesting to see if I still feel the need to put both arms up there. I'm going to start by just using this product here, which is a leave-in conditioner. It's only what I would normally use anyway. You can see how my hair wants to go normally, so if this can do anything with the frizzier bits, and the look, I've got all these sort of loose bits that just want to, they've got a mind of their own. We'll see how it copes. Dyson generally is much quieter than a normal hairdryer, which is fabulous. Right, let's have a go. On, off. Okay, let's section my hair a little bit. I'll just show you, this is my normal brush. This is how much hair I lose. Okay, I don't clean it off every single time, but that is how much hair I lose, just like every 3 times probably. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So I'm really hoping that this is better than my normal one. So let's just use it as a brush first of all. It's a bit of a long machine. The wire is good. My plug is right over in the corner, so that's quite handy for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna carry on as I normally do. Take my glasses off. And whoa. Takes a little bit of getting used to. Ooh. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, there we go. Accidentally turned it off. Okay, let's do the next section. I think it'll get better with practice. The one thing that's good about this is that there are other alternatives, much cheaper alternatives on the market, Revlon being one, and the hair will come out, the air will come out in all directions. It just sort of like blasts out, whereas this has a technology in it. So the hair, it just moves. I don't know if you can see this. It just moves a little bit. Can you see that? It just wants to move. So it does it quite subtly, but it means that as you're going down the hair, the air will go down the hair as well. So that is really good. Even so, I'm slightly out of control with it, but this is because it's the first time I've ever used it. So. I find it really useful holding on to the hair. I think it would be a bit, I mean, maybe as I practice I won't feel the need to do that. So maybe that's a good tip if you're starting out like me. Now there is a cool one and they recommend you use the cool setting. I was thinking of doing that more for when I'm curling rather than for this bit. Getting the hang of it now. One thing I really like is that you can see, you can get really close to the roots here to dry them nice and straight. technique now. If I was sensible, and I'm not most of the time, I would turn it down to the medium heat. I think as you spend more time on it, it gets a little bit hotter. The actual machine itself is quite hot at the top. Just here it's quite hot. It's cooled down quite quickly already, but yeah, you can touch it just about. But then with the hot air coming out, it's actually quite uncomfortable when you're trying to, I mean, like any hairdryer, right? The air will get uncomfortable if you're touching it. So I'd put it on medium heat if I was sensible. But sensible is boring. And I want sleek hair, so hot it is. That takes a bit of getting used to, that's for sure. I feel like I was blow drying with thumbs rather than fingers. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, yeah, it feels really smooth. I'm not sure if it's any better than what I already use, but then I use a Dyson hairdryer. But this is interesting. I have had a little bit of hair on me, which is always the case, but there's nothing on here. Possibly they don't tangle on here very much. I don't see why not though, compared to that. So that is a very significant improvement as far as that's concerned. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Would I buy it for that reason? Definitely not. For the price, this bit isn't worth it. It's as good as the Dyson hairdryer, but don't get this as an extra. And the whole point, I think, of this is using the curls. So we're going to go on to that next. Okay, so this is my daughter Charlotte, and Charlotte hasn't seen my new toy yet.
No.
So what do you think of my hair, first of all?
Very shiny and smooth, actually.
Well, that was using this. So this is my new toy. So your attachment's going to be completely different. So you've got a choice. You say you've got a choice.
You're going to tell me?
Yeah. Okay, so look, I've got a, should we go this way? I've got a nice box.
Wow, okay.
So this is your basic drying attachment.
Okay.
So how wet is your hair? So yeah, put that on first of all.
Okay. How's it
And
just...
then, so look, yeah, that's it. And then to release it, you just do that.
So I need to lock it.
No, it's locked already. It locks automatically.
Oh, right.
And then you unlock it to pull it out.
Okay.
Now you've got 30mm ones for a tighter curl.
Oh, right, they're curls. I was thinking, what is that? So they must heat up.
So that's your 30mm. And you'll see they've got arrows on there. And that is for very good reason. And so the arrows, if you want your hair to curl away from your face, the arrows go that way. And then this one would be for this side of you to curl the other way.
Oh, okay. We've never been good at knowing which way.
But you know what else you could do is that you could start that way and then you go upside down and it would work absolutely fine. But I'm not very good at doing that.
Yeah.
So therefore you've got one
interesting.
for each side of your head.
Okay.
And then you've got the same kind of thing, but for...
So they're bigger.
Yeah, so these are your 40.
I don't
bigger,
know what
looser
would
curls.
suit my hair. Bigger or
Well,
smaller.
we'll try the bigger,
Okay.
maybe. You know, this has got amazing technology with the air comes out and whirls the hair around it, and it's all brilliant in that respect. And it doesn't damage your hair so much because you're not obviously ironing it. I mean, the temperature. So So all that is good, but the negative side of it is that these little tiny bits by your hair,
yeah, which I've got a lot of.
yeah, it's not so great. It's not so great on these tiny little bits of your hair.
You're gonna struggle to get.
Yeah, because it's hot. It gets too hot by your head. Even though it's not irons, you're having to hold it in place. So the best thing to do is to start off by drying the roots to start with. So, okay, let's crack on.
I'm glad I just dyed my hair before we did this, by the way.
So you could either just, this is what they're saying on the website, to use this attachment and blah blah blah. I mean, my other hairdryer looks very similar to this kind of thing, but I think the brush might be better to catch those little hairs.
I think so as well, actually.
Do you have leave-in conditioner? Is that what your product you like?
I don't really use it.
Or do you like the oil?
Maybe what's safest? I'm not really.
You need something that's going to protect it.
What do you use?
To
stop frizz, basically. It's probably
the oil.
Okay. So how much oil do you use?
I use
that much.
I use that much.
Okay. Because I think I use too much.
Yeah, because you rub it all over your hands and then you start at the ends.
Yeah. What smells nice?
You're not really meant to do it on your little on your hairline at all. But look, I mean, I've hardly got any on there now.
Yeah.
And frankly, we need it. So it's just, if you feel like you're putting none on, that's probably plenty.
Yeah. Okay.
That's on the hottest setting. Let me know if that's very good for you.
The hotter the better.
Sorry, say that again.
It always used to send me to sleep.
You did as a little girl when you used to do your hair. That's alright. So this is what we need to do, is kind of just catch all those little hairs. So you think this is going to take extra time, but bear in mind, normally you'd have to blow dry your whole hair first.
Well,
and then straighten it.
Yeah.
Curl it. It's getting a bit hot.
No, not at all. It doesn't feel as hot as my normal hair blow dryer. When that's close to my head, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I mean.
Let's section your hair off.
Yeah.
So one way I quite like, if you're wanting sleeker, fuller looking hair, is to section the hair halfway here and then section the hair halfway down just behind the ear. And you can always use this attachment, of course.
Oh yeah.
And then you can leave the other side if you've only got two clips like us. So I'm going to do this section here to start with, and I'm going to do it in 2 bits.
God, this reminds me of when I was younger, before the hair straightener days. Bless you, you used to get up really early with me, didn't you? You used to blow dry my hair every morning.
Yeah.
To try and like straighten
and joy, taking you to school with lovely hair.
And Dad used to love it because he's like
sound.
me, yeah.
You know why? Like, when he was a kid, his house had these air vents and they made a funny noise, and it reminds him of that.
Aww.
So if you want really full hair, this section at the back should actually come forward. So we need that section to go away from you, this section here to go towards you. So that section is now going to come up and join in here. Okay, so I'm going to take large sections. I'm going to do this in 2. So
okay,
do this one first. Are you ready for this?
I think so.
Ooh. Right. So see this? So the way you place this, if you want the hair to go back away from you, the hair goes in front. If you want the hair to go towards you, the hair goes, this goes in front of the hair. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost a bit.
So the air kind of sticks it to it.
Yeah. So the air rotates. How's that? How's that feeling?
That's alright. Any closer would be too hot, but that's fine.
So you've got cold setting here. So now we're going to put it on cold for another 10 seconds. So I think it's about 15 on hot.
Right.
And then about 10 seconds on cold. And then we're going to turn it off. And this is when the magic should happen.
Oh my god!
Look at that.
It literally does.
Yeah, so leave it to set. Leave it to set because it will drop out anyway.
Oh my god.
Isn't that amazing?
That's mental.
So we've actually got the thinner bit here now, so I'm just going to grab a bit more.
So my hair's practically almost dry, and that's when you do it.
Yeah, so it's pretty much. I mean, it's sort of.
So it wouldn't really work with like proper wet hair.
No, because it'll be, you don't want to do it too long.
Yeah.
But also, you need the roots slightly dry.
Okay.
So that's your issue. So again, you've got a strip of hair, you want this section to go forward. You may not, this is the way we're doing it today. So as this bit is going forward, it goes behind here, so it's going to wrap. You can see following the arrows, it's going to wrap round that way. You don't do it right at the end.
This isn't hot, is it?
It gets hot because
but it's not like a hair straightener where you're like, ooh.
You've got a middle set. No, because
it's
you
the air.
can hold it. It's hot, but you can touch it.
Yeah, see that's nice.
You're not going to burn your hand.
Because that was always what I didn't like about Tom's.
It'll make you jump.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it will make you jump, but it's not going to burn your hand.
Yeah.
And it's got a medium setting, so if you're not happy with the heat, we can turn it down anyway. So I'll put it on hot for now. And
yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, so not down to the end. You can wrap it without worrying about your fingers, and then leave it to do its thing.
Oh, that's so good that you don't have to touch it at the end.
Yeah.
Like you would normally, because that's always so annoying.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of different ways, I guess, you can do this as well. I mean, you wouldn't have to go up as high as this. You could just do the ends.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you've got really long hair, you could just...
So I've just flipped it to cold.
So what? I wonder why you have to do it cold.
To set it.
Oh, it sets it. Oh.
Yeah, so the cold will set it. So the hot almost moulds it into place. Yeah. Then the cold will set it. And it's still setting, which is why you don't want to, as much as it's like, it's going to seem too much right now.
It's going to drop.
It's going to drop and you're going to break it up. But for now, just keep it as it is.
It's going to look like...
Especially... Yeah,
I look like those little ringlet girls.
Yeah, exactly. But boy, does it work.
That's exciting.
So this time...
This is almost like instead of rollers as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of the settings in the other pack is like this, but it's got bristles on it.
Oh, right.
And so that is like the classic rollers for a fuller hair.
Yeah.
But it's a bit kind of like untamed, whereas this tames it a little bit more. So I'm thinking whether to do this forward or back. I think back now.
Okay.
Right. So therefore, you change this. If that's too hot, you've got a nice nipple on the end.
Nice little nipple.
To pull on. And then you go clank.
Okay. So basically the air goes in a different direction on that one.
So now we're gonna, see the arrows. Yeah. But you want the hair to go away from your face, so this goes behind the hair this time. You see? Yeah. And so whereas your hair ends here, so it starts actually to end about here. So this is where you kind of let it do its thing. Okay. Oh, Bilbo. Honestly, on video and everything. We better explain that's our French bulldog in the background, blowing raspberries. We're quite used to it. Yeah. Really gotta love him. So if you're not happy with it, you can work it, baby. So I put quite a long section on that, as much as you possibly can, but obviously you can divide that into two. Yeah. It might be a better look to do that actually. Okay, so now I'm going to do it on cold. This is a little bit tangled up here this time. Not my best section. That's not bad, is it?
That is mental.
But you see how it doesn't get tight to... But because it doesn't get tight, you can see where we're holding it. But it's really smooth.
It is.
Here, where we've used the thing first.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about trying a section?
Oh, yeah. I'll give
yourself.
it a well.
So
Doubt it will go well, but I will give it a
hold
well.
on, you hold that. Let me sort out your section. Okay, so talk through what you're going to do.
Well, am I going the same way as you just went?
Yes, so we're going at the back, we were going towards you, and at the front, we're going away from you, so it gives a fuller look. So we're still going away from you.
Yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But not from there.
No?
No.
From where?
From about there.
Oh, right, okay. So do you wrap it once?
Yeah, it kind of sucks it, doesn't it? Okay. You don't even, sometimes you don't even have to wrap it, it kind of does it. So look at the buttons, look. You've got on and off, you've got 3 heats, so you're going to go to hot.
Right, and then we're going to turn it on.
Yeah, go on then. Let go. Let it go closer.
Oh!
It kind of, you don't even necessarily have to turn it to go closer.
Yeah,
you just move it closer and it turns it for you.
Yeah.
So you might want to go a little bit more like that, I don't know. So can you see where...
And then you have to kind of see, don't you, where the...
Or you just feel it, so it's this one.
So I guess you'll get used to...
Oh no, that's the speed, sorry, it's that one. You go down. Now it's on cold, another 10 seconds to set it.
Okay.
And then turn it off before you pull it. If you pull it out and it's on, it just goes mad.
Goes off.
There. Bottom one, big one.
Oh yeah.
And then just pull it down. Okay, so leave it to set.
Wow.
And we're going to do the top section. And here we go. I'm going to let it go and see what happens. See?
Nearly.
It actually nearly grabbed it. So I think it's just better to just wrap it round once.
Yeah.
And then just let it do its thing. And you can also like pull it like that. Easy enough if you want the ends to go a bit neater.
Well, that's quite nice. So you can see it's like dropping it in a nice way. Made it so shiny. You've got a lot of nudes, haven't you? Like a lot of
Naturals.
naturals.
What do you think of that? Look.
Oh my god.
No, leave it. Because it'll all come out in the end.
Like, hello!
So you can see where I'm doing Charlotte's hair. It's not catching the little bits. And it's too hot to get too close to her head. That's why you need to do the brushing to start with. Turn it to cool. Hey baby. Okay, let's do the other side. Don't touch it, you've got to leave it.
I know. How long?
Can you imagine the smaller barrels?
Oh my god, I think it'd be ridiculous, to be honest.
Be too much.
Yeah.
But bear in mind, they do really fall out because you're not setting it.
How long does it take to fall out?
Well, we'll find out.
Have you done it on your hair before?
No, this is the first time I've used it. Oh no, I didn't even get it out of the box before. So this is literally the first time. See, I found it, even difficult for the first time blow drying, just getting used to
getting
doing
your head around it.
Yeah, because it's like you normally do it with 2 hands and it's all very natural, and all of a sudden my hand kept wanting to go up and I kept burning my hand. So we finished Charlotte's hair, and all we've done is added a little bit more oil, and we've just basically scrunched the hair up like this and let it drop. And if you look at the back,
yeah, let's show them the back. Do that swishy thing that
go on, just
all those
swish.
models do.
Swish, swish. And what we like about it is that it's not Barbie hair. It's not like when you do irons, you kind of get such a plastic hair look like a Barbie doll, this actually looks like hair that's been blow dried really beautifully. We really like that, and it's got a lot of bounce to it. And this is, I mean, we haven't really separated it too much. It's like it looks really overdone when you first finish.
Yeah, at first you're a bit like, ooh,
it's a bit much, but it does drop, doesn't it?
But now it's dropping. I absolutely love it, to be honest.
Yeah, I really like it too. I really like it. I want to do it on my hair now.
It's got a really elegant look about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Natural, elegant, shiny, like
and it hasn't
shiny.
done all that damage that the straighteners would do.
We were saying, you know, you straighten your hair and you can almost smell like burnt hair, and it's horrible. That was like, there was none of that. It's just, you can feel like it.
Yeah, you don't get that
damaging.
smell, do you, in the air of like burnt flesh, which is really off-putting.
Yeah, totally.
And the other thing we like about it is that if you've got a Dyson hairdryer, you do not need to upgrade for the sake of this.
For that, yeah.
However, if you want it to have the curling side of things, if you don't want to damage your hair further, this is fantastic. We really like it. And also, if you go on holiday, you've got this as your hairdryer, and you don't need obviously a space for the brush either. And then you've got this as your curler. I mean, that's such a space saver as well.
Yeah.
It is expensive, it is an investment, but if you've got hair that's easily damaged and easily breaks, then this is probably a good...
worth it, worth it. Yeah.
So you're sold.
I'm sold.
I like it too. And you're going to borrow it all the time now.
Yeah. And you're going to do my hair for me as well.
You do mine then.
Yeah,
that's the deal.